It's my 8th day in Cabo, Mexico, and once again, I am here by this beautiful fountain in front of my hotel, the Pedregal Manor, about to do some yoga, a bit of exercise, and to share my practice for meditation with the intention of manifesting abundance in your professional life and in all areas of life. I'll be sharing my practice in a moment, but first I want to show you this beautiful setting where I am now. I'm just going to move the camera a bit and show you this wonderful setting here, this beautiful fountain and this beautiful courtyard. We are in a desert here, but the gardener has done a great job of watering and taking care of this small garden oasis. It's a beautiful place of tranquility in an otherwise very hot, dry, busy place. Aside from the ocean and the marina, there is not a lot of nature here. But here at the foothills of the Pedregal area, we have this little oasis. And as well, up there, we have the Pedregal Hills. And over on this side, you can see all of these very nice, luxurious villas up in the hills overlooking the town and the ocean behind us. So that's where I am. Also, I wanted to point out this cactus. I've never seen a cactus so big. I'm sure they exist, but I figure because this cactus has been getting plenty of water from the gardener, it's been able to grow this big. Look at the size of this cactus. It's as bigger than a lot of trees. And look at the trunk. And it looks like a tree. Like literally, it looks like a tree, but it's a cactus. It's massive. Look how big this cactus is compared to me. It's like 3-4 times my height. Anyways, I wonder if they have cactus like that out in the desert. I'd love to go explore. I'm supposed to rent a car today to get a little bit outside of the city. Whew. But first thing, conscious act that I do every day is exercise and meditate every day. Sometimes, like today, I was checking out of the hotel, so I was busy with that in the morning. I had to check out by a certain time, but and then my internet ran out, so I couldn't live stream this because I ran out of data. I went through at least 5 gigabytes past 7 days, and I added another 8 gigabytes. Internet's very affordable, cost me less than $30 for 8 gigabytes. And best of all, you can use it for up to 1 month in Canada or the United States. Even when you go home, you can still use that very cheap data which you can buy here in Mexico. All right, so we're going to start off with some exercise. Put this a little bit higher so you can see me. I'm going to plug in my phone so that I don't run out of battery. And I have this beautiful solar powered charger. Check this out. I got on Amazon for $30, and it's solar powered, and this will power your phone 10 times over. It can power a laptop like a MacBook, give it a full charge. So this is very handy, and it's solar powered, so it's constantly charging itself, which is great. And I got 2 of these. All right, so I'm going to start off with some yoga. I'm going to start my interval timer app on my phone. All right. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. Starting off with some stretching. I'll sit down here on the ground, flying yogi, put the feet together and activate that root chakra. I've been blessed to develop an awareness, an intuitive awareness of my body through the different chakra systems. And by following the flow and progression of energy up the body, it's really helped me in my exercise and yoga routines. So first starting off activating the root chakra. This is at our core. This is where we get our initial strength. It's from this area of the body. This is where we are rooted in the ground. Our feet touch the ground. Our seat touches the ground. This is our loins of creation. Root chakra being the place where our legs meet. Okay, now doing some cat-cow exercise, activating the core, activating our sacral and our solar plexus. All right. Okay, moving on next. Let's move up to the heart chakra and just spreading our arms apart. Whew. Feel a stretch in the chest. And then stretching the neck. Nice comfortable figure eight. Or you can do half circles if you like. Opening up that throat chakra. And last, just running the hands through the hair, rubbing the forehead, giving our head a little massage. Ooh, activating that third eye and our crown. Running our hands through our hair a little bit. Oh yeah. Giving our head a little massage in the morning. This is where all the magic happens, is in our crown and our brain. We don't give our head or our brain enough physical attention. And that is yet the seat of our reality. If you just give yourself a little head massage once in a while, you'll find a lot of chemicals, a lot of endorphins running through your body. Okay, just a few more minutes now. I'm gonna make this a short workout. All right, I didn't bring my bands today because they packed up at the hotel. All right, gonna do some push-ups now. Some more vigorous exercise. As many as you can. And a little stretch, child's pose. Stretching out that lower back, stretching out the arms. All right. I'm gonna do some sit-ups. Okay, do a time check. Every time I switch to the camera app, my interval timer stops working, unfortunately, which is why I bought a timer on Amazon, which I did not bring with me at this moment. Almost done. 2 more minutes. And do some stretches and some squats. Stretching down to the toes. Let's activate the whole body through this. So touching the toes, knees, start off with locking our knees and then just going down as far as we can comfortably. Lock our knees as much as possible. And reach down as far as we can, feeling a stretch in the legs. Then stretching our back a bit, bending the knees a little, touching the toes, and pushing the butt out. This isn't about the legs now, this is about the lower back. Oh yeah, flexing the legs a little, feeling a stretch in the lower back. Now, slowly rolling up, feeling it in our core. And as we move up the body, you can feel activation in different parts. I'm feeling an activation in the sacral. Moving up as I bend the body more, feeling an activation in the solar plexus. Keeping that bend in the solar plexus and the sacral. Bending backwards now a bit. Oh yeah, feeling a good stretch in the lower body, the core. All right. And then opening up the heart, opening up the chest. Oh yeah, and looking up to the sun. You can feel the sun beating down on my face, my hands, on my chest, and my heart. Breathing in to this. So much activation here in sacral and solar plexus. and the chest and the heart. Feeling a stretch in the arms, the hands, bending back, going down, easing up now and just stretching out the neck. Shaking out the body, including the throat, third eye, crown, shaking up the whole body. Whew. Just shake it out. Come on, just shake off all of that tension, all of that, anything you've been carrying around with you since yesterday. Shake it all off. Just feel light. All right, and I'm lastly going to do some squats. Again, activating the whole body in this. Okay, keeping the hands out, down. Do a few squats with me. All right, good. And I'm just gonna finish off with a little flying yogi pose, and I'm gonna get it on Instagram as well. This is more for my Instagram story than anything else right now. Just finishing up my exercise routine before starting meditation. Okay, and a little bit of cat cow. Pushing the back up, butt and neck up, mid back up, butt and neck up, back up, butt and neck up. All right, little stretch. Excellent. Oh, that was, did not get any of that. It's going to do that time, as I did not get on Instagram. My camera was pointing the wrong way. Do that one more. Okay. Oh, yeah, little flying yogi, activating that root chakra again. You know, we can even give our feet a little massage while we're doing this. A little reflexology, especially here. This part right in the middle of our feet corresponds to our root chakra. Massage that as we're flexing our knees to the side. I'm just about to start meditation soon. A little more yoga. The lower back up, and then lower back down, neck and butt up. Lower back up, butt and neck up. Activating that sacral and solar plexus chakras. And a little stretch, hands to the sides, stretching out the heart, the arms, our head, our throat chakra, our third eye, crown, everything being activated. Yeah, just shake it out a bit. Getting ready to meditate, feeling awake and alive. I love to exercise before meditation. Keeps me alert, awake, keeps my body limber. Okay, so welcome back, people. About to start meditating soon. I'm going to start a couple of timers. So give me a moment to do that. Whew. All right, give me one moment while I set my timers up. Meditation. Tilt my camera back to the way it was. So beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna grab my mats, something comfortable to sit on. Just gonna have my hat here in case it gets sunny. I have my water. Whew. All right, so we'll be starting the meditation now. So this is a meditation practice that I've been developing for many years, many different influences, but there's no right or wrong way, I believe, to meditate. This works really well for me in terms of guiding the meditation towards my intended purpose, if you could have one. And that statement in itself can be controversial for some people who are regular meditators, and that there being any purpose to meditation. I really believe if you meditate an hour a day in pure stillness, that you will come to the same endpoint as this. The thing is, for most people, first of all, to dedicate that much time every day is difficult. This whole practice can take less than 20 minutes. And second, also just being able to sit still for that period of time is also challenging for a lot of people, especially when they're starting out. So the benefits of this meditation practice is that it gets us to the place where I believe we should be, which is a state of equanimity, which basically means being grounded, being grateful, being loving to ourselves and others, being calm. And this meditation practice guides us through steps to get there, which is very obvious. Start off with an intention, Then grounding, focusing on grounding, how we're connected to everything, connected through God, through creation, through the universe, through life. All we think about humans, how we're all connected. We all came from an original Adam and Eve, whether you believe the biblical story or the scientific explanation that there is a common ancestor of all, there are common ancestors of all living humans, at least two, a man and a woman. Every living human can trace their ancestry back to. So we start off with grounding, then moving on to gratitude. What are we grateful for? Feeling that gratitude for what we already have, feeling abundant for what we already have. And only through being grateful and recognizing what we already have and the opportunities that we already have, can we then move and take the steps towards more abundance, towards more limitlessness. So that's really important. Third is love. Love for ourselves, love for others. And this is really getting us out of our ego. Our ego is constantly seeking external validation, external love, when really we're at the core of it. We have the ability to grant ourselves love as well as be loving towards all the other people in the world and truly follow our purpose, which is to help others in some way, to fulfill a need. And that's how we are truly productive in business and in life, is by following our purpose, our true path, by seeing the needs of others and seeing how we can fill those needs through our skills, through our abilities, through our purpose. So that's why this practice of meditating on love and compassion and kindness is very important. In the Buddhist tradition, sometimes called metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. So this is why I've incorporated that in my practice. And then fourth is just sitting in stillness. I think it's really important, even if it's for 5 minutes, just sitting in stillness, just focusing on the breath, giving our mind a complete rest for as long as we can. And if you can do longer, if you can do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour at times of sitting in stillness, that's really good. And that was advice that I got from my teacher as well, to extend that. And that's really the part that you want to extend the most. If we can dedicate more time, extend that, or you can sit in stillness more later after today's practice. And then after that, going back to the initial questions that we set, the initial intention, and then sitting in that meditative state and letting the creativity flow, seeing what comes for us. What intuition do we have in that, from that place of calmness, from equanimity, from that place of wholeness, that place that is not coming from the ego, but instead now coming from our higher self, our higher spirit. Because once we transcend our ego, then we are automatically put into the realm of our higher self, our higher spirit through this practice. And this is why meditation, especially in this way, is very helpful, because a lot of people will tell you, yeah, get out of your ego, get out of your head. Well, that's easier said than done, unless you have a powerful practice like this one. So that's enough background for today, and I'll be sharing every day. When I share these routines, I'll be sharing more information. And you'll find me online most days, streaming live like this, or you find recorded versions on all the major networks, social networks like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. You'll find my recorded meditations and routines. And every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, you will find online our guided meditation. You can, again, tune in on any of those networks to find it, or contact me directly to get an invite so you can add it to your calendar. So, with that, we'll start today's meditation practice. Starting off with the intention for today. What is it that we hope to answer for ourselves today? And the most simple questions that I often ask myself is number one, how do I want to be today as a way of being? Do I want to be happy? Do I want to be relaxed? And I just let that flow. Like, what do I need? What should I put in today to make today better than yesterday? And that is the one thing that we have control over every day, is how we choose to be, how we choose to react on a daily basis is the one thing that we have control over. So that is the primary question. Another question I often ask is, what do I want to do today? And I'll usually leave that as the last question. Then I start to get into my daily planning and whatnot, and that can end up being distracting, getting us away from the actual meditative state. But when I ask the question, how do I want to be today? It's very free flowing. And the words just pop into my head. They will pop into my consciousness. And I take it as truth. I look back on it throughout the day when I find myself getting a little stressed or getting overwhelmed. I come back and what did I decide today? What did I need to put in today? Oh, maybe it was to be more fun, or it was to smile more, or it's to be more productive, whatever the case might be of more service to people. I'll come back to that intention that I set at the start of the day. And as well, I keep a list of specific questions that I want to ask myself. And these can be things, I keep a running list on my phone of questions that I would like to address. And right now I have literally dozens of questions open. And when I find more time to meditate, sometimes this will be in the second meditation that I might do in a day, I will then come back to those questions. And I'll ask myself those questions in that meditative state. And again, see what comes back. And in the back. All right, so that's enough background today on the meditation. So I'm going to start my timers as well. All set? Again, starting with our intention for today, which may be as simple as answering the question, how do I want to be today? Or any other burning questions that you might have, that you want creativity, you want intuition, divine intuition, that you want to answer from your higher self and not from your ego. Starting off with some deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Starting off with grounding, feeling the connection to all things, all beings, feeling a connection to God, if that resonates with you. To the start of all creation, whatever that means to you, whether that be belief that we are created through God, or that the universe started with a big bang, or that we live in a cyclical universe, constantly creating and destroying itself, as the quantum physicists now believe. Whatever your belief is about creation, just focus on that. Focus on the thought that we all come from the same creation. We are grounded in that creation, feeling an activation in our root chakra, the loins of our creation. As we focus on the centering thought of grounding, of all being connected, of all being one. Breathing in, breathing out. And if we find ourselves distracted, gently bring our attention back to our breath, back to the simple centering thought of grounding. We are all one. We're all connected. Next, moving on to gratitude. What are we grateful for? I'm sure we have many things to be grateful for. But again, taking it down to the most simple, fundamental aspect of what we are grateful for. If we take this time to dwell on all of the material possessions that we are grateful for, we're not really getting out of our ego. We're still tying ourselves to those material possessions, to those things. Even the people in our life are fleeting. The relationships, the nature of relationships can change from day to day based on how others might feel or think. So instead, go as deep as you can into your gratitude. Let's be grateful for just being alive in this moment. For the fresh air in this moment. For having eaten. For not being hungry. And feel that activation in our sacral chakra, in our solar plexus, which is our energy source. Feeling that energy, feeling full. And I even like to rub my stomach and rub my abdomen while I do this, and just feeling gratitude. Like after we eat a gratifying meal, we might rub our stomach, and rubbing our stomach in gratitude. Sitting in a way that's comfortable to us, breathing in gently, breathing out. And you may sit or lie down any way that's comfortable to you, as long as you don't find yourself falling asleep. Again, focusing on gratitude. Gratitude for being alive in this moment. Grateful for nature, for the sun, for the moon, for the stars, for the trees and the grass around us, for the fresh air, for life itself. Let's take our gratitude even deeper now. How can we be grateful beyond this moment, beyond our own life, beyond the fact that we are alive in this moment? Yes, we are. But that won't always be the case, and it wasn't always the case, not in this form. So let's be grateful for having even had the opportunity to exist as a human being ever. That we were even alive, even for a few moments, to experience the wonder and majesty of the universe, of life. Let's be grateful for that. Being grateful for even ever having existed at all. Wow, if we were to die after this or later today, and we would feel grateful for even having had the opportunity to live, to exist as a human being. Now let's take it even deeper. Let's not just make it about ourselves, about our own individual spirit, our own individual existence. Let's feel gratitude for existence itself, for God, for creation, for the universe. Feel gratitude that that the universe even exists, that the universe was even created, that someone, anyone, was able to appreciate the majesty and wonder of the universe, let alone ourselves. But even just taking ourselves out of the picture, can we feel gratitude for everyone else, for all the other life forms and beings that get to experience the wonder and majesty of this wonderful world that we live in? Let's be grateful that the universe